This week's episode of the Zompire Horde podcast is brought to you by Bloody Knuckle Customs. Come check us out at www.bloodyknucklecustoms.com.
What's going on?
Guess what? We're back with a new Zompire podcast. I'm here with my
Welcome back.
I couldn't figure out what to do with my fingers.
So dead. Now it's all quiet.
Hey, I can see the comment section now. And there's one from Zompire podcast that says, you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content.
Oh.
What? Send us some stars, baby. Send us some stars. We got a couple people watching. You know you want to send us stars. Come on, baby.
What's up, guys?
Wait. What is this star thing you're talking about?
Well, when people buy stars, it's like basically they spend $1 on a star and we get 99 cents of it.
Oh, cool.
Ink Chaos is here. I'm guessing that's Derek Winsky.
Yeah.
Also known as Derek Lewski.
What?
Also we got a star.
Oh, we got a star. Who's that from, Facebook user?
Facebook user.
Thank you.
What's up, my peeps?
What is up? What are we talking about tonight, guys? What's up? What's going on?
Well, I know that you said earlier that we've done cult leaders before, but I feel like we didn't do a deep enough dive. However, hold on.
No, we did cults. We did
I
cults.
want to say something.
Hey, Sherry.
Sherry Hatfield Van Veldhouse drove an hour and 20 minutes just to come see me to take my dog to the nail trimmer.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no, she is the
oh
best
my God,
person
dude.
alive.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, I just want to
keep this heart up all episode because Sherry
gets all the love.
Dude, seriously. That is rad. Sherry.
So I try to get some people locally. I was like, yo, I got a nail appointment for my dog. Who can help me out? And she said, hey, if no one else replies, let me know. And I was like, okay.
Aww.
And then so I told her, I was like, it was like 4 days later. It was like yesterday after I made the original post. And I was like, no one responded. Or can you help me out? And she's like, no problem. I got you.
Wow.
And I didn't realize it. I thought she lived a lot closer, but she told me today, she's like, yeah, it's only like an hour and 20-minute drive. And I'm like, holy shit. So like,
dude.
It was like a 3-hour trip.
Only an hour.
It was like a 3-hour trip back and forth, but she was awesome. She came and picked us up on time, took my dog in, got his nails clipped, brought him home. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Like you don't
MVP right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Love you for that. And she's a platinum member at Crypticon Seattle.
Sweet.
Boom.
It's amazing.
And so we need to make sure we hook her up this year.
Yes, for sure.
Hey,
Russ. Hey, Kevin.
Is here. Russ Stiver got it right.
Yep, keep bringing the stars, guys.
Russ Stiver's here.
I need 99 cents.
I need 99 cents and my bitch ain't one. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, and that's the end of the episode.
Okay, yep, we have crashed and burned. Oh, what kind of week has it been for you?
Michelle. I saw you made a post earlier, and it looked like gooey ducks.
They're actually leeches. We made leeches.
Or wieners that haven't been circumcised.
Gooey ducks, wieners.
Leeches.
What is that for?
It's for a project, an upcoming project.
Ooh.
So, yes.
I like it.
Making leeches.
Another dismemberment project.
Dismembered leeches?
No, wieners, bro. Wieners. Oh. God.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at my cat. He's a Maine Coon. They're the weirdest things alive.
Cats, I don't believe that cats are even domesticated. I really don't think.
No, they're wild.
I think that they made us They made us think that they're domesticated.
Yeah.
But
Michelle made a post about people updating us on
yes,
every possible function of their lives on social media.
yes, I did.
Wait,
I
what?
did.
I feel like I need to be on social media more
Yeah.
often. I
Yeah.
miss a
Well,
bunch of stuff.
there's a
I
couple
missed
people on my
the
feed.
wieners. I missed something
I
about
know. Yeah, there's a couple people on my
whatever
feed that
Russ was talking about.
that are like constantly this. I had this today. Now I'm thinking about doing this, and now I'm thinking about doing this, and now I'm doing. Oh, hi! I'm going to the gym. I'm eating this. Hey, I'm doing this. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about doing this. I'm just thinking about this. It's like, fuck, dude. At least give me some sort of content. There's no content.
Way to
No
call
content.
me out in fucking
It
public,
wasn't
bro.
you. It wasn't you. It wasn't you.
I never make I'm on Facebook enough like that I look at more stuff than I post. I don't
Yes.
really post too much.
Yeah. I mean, I probably post too much, but at least my shit has some content. Yeah, see? I just took a sip of pop. Now I'm eating a chip. And I'm
Make some
thinking about
macaroni
going
and
into the
cheese.
right? I'm thinking about going to the next room soon. I might sleep later. I
I'm
mean,
gonna go into my living room now.
basically, this is yeah.
I'm gonna take a sip of my Henry Weinhardt's root beer.
That looks
Oh.
freaking delicious. I crave that right now.
Here, let me push
Henry
it to the
Weinhardt's
screen for you.
root beer.
Did you get it?
Yes. Yes.
I have a
Thank you.
energy a rock star
You do.
throwback edition.
Look at that. Look at that. Are
And
you
I
gonna be able to sleep
also
tonight?
have a White Claw,
Look at that.
raspberry flavored.
To help keep you hydrated.
No, neither of those hydrate you.
No, I know.
You're gonna be pissing orange for weeks.
Dude, what White Claw does to your poops is like pretty weird.
I have never had a White Claw. So
There's no
Me
laws
either,
on the
and
claws.
I never will.
I never will.
There's no laws
Right.
on the claws.
No
And I
laws in
feel
the
like
claws.
I feel like if I had the power to cancel you, Vlad, I would right now for drinking White Claw. Yay!
Oh, hey, he
I
canceled
did it.
himself.
I canceled
Yay!
him.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
Dude, wait, what? Russ, 38 days. That's fucking
38
awesome,
days
dude.
sober.
Woo!
boom! Good job,
Yee!
buddy.
Congratulations.
It gets easier. It
So
really
what
does.
we're here to talk
It
about
does.
tonight, though, is wait, he who drinks the White Claws loses his man card.
Yeah.
Derek's only saying that because he's a Steelers fan.
Oh.
No, and he also has taste.
Do you not drink seltzer water?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
drink.
talking to you.
Yeah, me. I drink a shit ton of fucking liquid death. So yeah.
So it's seltzer water with alcohol.
Yeah. Still nothing on my end, bro. Still nothing on my end.
Wow. You guys are killing me, Smalls.
So what are we talking about tonight besides a bunch of bullshit?
Well, I
How
thought
awesome,
about
how metal that logo looked on the flyer, the cult leader. Pretty metal.
Oh yeah.
I tried to get black metal with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did a good job.
Well, I thought, we've talked about cults before, but we've never really talked about cult leaders.
You're correct.
So I
I'm
thought,
not going to be very helpful in this conversation. I don't know a lot about them.
it's kind of like the same thing about being like a record executive, record label executive. You acquire your taste, and then you
Are you still
spew it
talking about White
into-
Claw?
No, I'm talking about Splatterhouse Records.
Oh, okay. But no, I know a lot about. I know stuff about cults. I just don't know a lot about cult. Like I'm not going to be very, very helpful in talking about cult leaders tonight. I
Well,
don't really
Charles Manson.
Yeah, I do.
He's a cult leader.
You are correct.
What about David Koresh?
Yes.
So
But no,
who
so I
that
know
is.
that I know who they are, and I know like the surface level stuff. But you said we're gonna dive deep into the cult leaders.
We'll let him teach us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to educate me because I can't
And
dive
me.
too deep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Half the nation is following they're following a cult
Yeah, I
leader.
mean, we could talk about Trump.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's definitely a cult leader.
MAGA cult.
Dude.
Hmm
That's definitely a
MAGA
cult, dude,
cult.
because they call like everybody else like sheep, liberals are sheep and all that
Right.
sort of stuff, just like, but
Nah.
who's really following the herd here? The trumpets. The trumpet tribe.
Ooh, the
The
trumpet
MAGA. The
tribe.
MAGA.
Trumpeteers.
We call
Trumpet
them
tribe.
MAGA.
They are their own. They're a little herd of sheep following each other around. It's cute.
Yeah. They,
Well, the
they
crazy
like to
thing
call
is
people
like
snowflakes, but they get offended by more things than anything in the world.
Yeah.
there's so much information out about Trump, like that's like
But
validated.
people
They
don't
just
care.
overlook it. They don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
think that those are the people that want a civil war.
Well, they tried.
They want, well, yeah, with January 6th, but I feel like still they want to divide the country. They want it to be people who don't like illegal immigrants, people who do want illegal, trans people, women can't have abortions, or you know what I mean? Like they're seriously trying to separate us, and they're
Right.
looking for any way possible to do it.
Our country is more divided now than it has been in a really long time.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's what a cult leader does, though. They take their flock, right,
And they separate them.
from everyone else. Like when you think about David Koresh, right? So like those people bought into his mentality, like he's allowed to like sleep with your wife and you're not. He's allowed to sleep with underage girls, but you're not. He's allowed to, you know what I mean? Because he was the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these cult leaders, they somehow they convince people of all ages and supposedly intelligence levels to like freaking give them give them all their money and all their stuff and just follow them blindly.
Yeah.
It's like that's why
Like
religion. Yes. Just like yes. So is religion a
That's
cult?
why they have that
We could
plate
dive
floating
into that
around on a
too.
Sunday morning when you're at church, and you're supposed to just put all your money in it.
Pass
Yep,
the
the
collection
Catholic
plate.
Church. Pass around the plate. Meet your neighbor.
Is there
Yeah.
any more?
Peace be with you,
Is there?
and
I
also
mean, I
with
guess
you.
that's the thing about religion, right? So if you look at the Catholics and you look at the Muslims, like their whole thing is like sleeping with underage children at the end of the day, right?
I mean, that happens. I
Well,
don't know
it
if that's the
shouldn't
whole
happen.
thing at the end of the day, but it's a
Yeah.
part of their day.
Oh man,
It's a part
that
of
was
their
so
day.
good.
Oh.
I always thought like the most interesting cult leader, in my opinion, was Jim Jones.
I was just gonna say Jim Jones.
Because
Yeah.
not only did he
Drink
like
that flavor aid.
not
Yeah.
only did he get people to move like to a whole like to Ghana, to a whole
That
nother
must be
country.
Matthew. Hold on. Is that Matthew? I don't know.
Can't
Matthew
hang
left
out.
work.
The
He
game is
left work
on.
early today to go watch.
I was
the
watching the Huskies game, and to be honest with you, I think Michigan's going to win it. I hate to say it. I don't want it to happen, but the way they've been playing.
Well, I don't watch sports, so I don't know a lot
Neither.
about it. But one thing I do know is that Washington State,
currently
like the
20 to
state
13.
itself, our sports teams all have horrible luck. So Michigan's probably going to win.
Yeah, it's currently 13 to 20 Michigan. I saw
that game's
yesterday
playing
that
right
the
now.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the national championship's on now. And oddly enough, like part of
Isn't that
me,
late for a football game?
no, it was at 4:30 it started, or 4:45. Part of me almost did not do a show tonight
Because you want to watch.
I was going to watch the game. But then you know what I said? I said we've been not doing shows consistently. We need to do a show.
Yep. I mean, you can have it on in the background.
I mean, we're getting a play-by-play right now too. It's 30.
Well, no, I
seriously. Thanks,
have an
Matt.
extra thing on my laptop. So I see the score. Speaking of which, if anyone doesn't know, Crypticon Seattle, we announced Robert Brian Wilson from Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yes, we did.
Just so
Or
you're
yes,
aware.
they did.
Someone said congratulations on your Ravens. Thank you very much. We are the number 1 seed in the conference. So
Is this
there's
going to be
that.
a football episode? Because if so, I'm leaving.
Oh, wow. All right, well, Michelle, tell us about David Koresh.
She's out.
I'm out.
Tell us about your experience with David Koresh.
My experience with David Koresh. Well, personally, my experience with David Koresh was pretty. It was
Minimal.
It was minimal. I mean, there
Pretty
wasn't a whole
minimal.
lot of contact. So, I mean,
He
I
sent
don't
you
have
a
much to
dick
say
pic.
about
letters
that.
back and
You
forth a
said,
couple times.
hey, here's my boobies. And that was it.
Yep. And he's like, I don't like those. I don't like those boobies.
He's like, I'm out.
He's like, I'm out.
I've seen those boobies. Those are nice boobies.
Like, thank you.
Those are, on a scale of 1 to 10, those are like some 8 boobies.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, I've never seen your boobies, but they're probably 10s.
Oh, thanks. That's funny coming from you.
That was good. Michelle
I'll
with
just-
the zinger.
I'll just leave it at that.
Well, did you not see the what was that show called, Pat? You know the name I'm looking for. The Waco. Is that what it was called? Waco on Netflix? Oh,
I don't-
Jesus.
I don't think he's seen it. I don't think I have seen it either. I think I started watching it once.
What are you guys doing with?
Honestly,
Well,
honestly,
I work 2 jobs.
I don't really turn on Netflix anymore because they turned to kind of garbage.
Oh,
Like Netflix isn't very good anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they had I think it was Netflix. It might have been Hulu. I don't remember which one, but they did like a docu-series. I don't know what it's called, but where like
On
they did
serial
a TV
killers?
show.
Or
No, not on
cult
serial
leaders.
killers, but it was based on David Koresh and Waco, and it
I'll
was a
have to check it
TV
out.
show. It was really
Was
well
it-
done.
So was it a documentary or was it fiction? Or not fiction, but
What does fiction mean?
Are you serious?
Kind
Are you
of.
testing him?
That's the fake one.
Wait, nonfiction is real. Fiction is
Yeah.
made up.
Fake.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no.
So-
So it was like a TV
So like the Dahmer
show.
show was like a nonfiction / fiction. Like it was based off reality, but they embellished it for ratings and stuff.
It was that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was about Waco.
Okay.
Neither
I
of you
didn't
saw
see it.
that.
I didn't.
Mm-mm.
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
Jesus crikeys.
I'm sorry.
It was really well done. I don't know how like true to fact it was, but it was really well done.
Oh, check it
If
out. It's on
if
Netflix.
you like that kind of stuff.
I love documentaries on serial killers. But he's
Well, then
not a
how do you
serial
guys-
killer though.
How do you guys feel about Charles Manson?
Crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how so many people cannot see the crazy.
But do you think he was as guilty as they made him out to be? Because I can say Patrick and Michelle go murder someone, and you guys go murder someone. Does that?
Sissy! My
It's
sister's here.
It's a little deeper
Christy.
than that. He like really got in and fucked with their minds and he was
Manipulated
like,
them.
yeah, he was like on kind of a Ted Bundy level because everybody thought he was so cool. I mean, he was friends with the Beach Boys. How awesome is that? But then he was like this fucking crazy cult fucking dude.
He
Yeah.
also put out records.
Yeah,
Dude!
he had music.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
Have you not heard his music?
I think I have. I think we discussed this before and looked it up.
It's pretty
Manson's
trash.
music.
He wasn't a great
I mean-
musician.
No,
Oh, of course not.
but people loved him because he was manipulative.
It's just crazy to me. I mean, I guess like that's a whole different like time period, but it's crazy to me that someone would be able to convince you to go murder like a pregnant woman, for instance. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's who they prey on, right? Like the average person isn't gonna fall for it, but they prey on like a specific mentality of a person, and it still happens to this day. We were just talking about with Trump, like Trump preys on a certain type of person who will listen and obey and like believe like what they're putting down. Manson found any cult leader just finds the right people. They search them out.
right.
They hand pick their cult. They're not just gonna get the three of us because we're just gonna tell them to fuck off and we're gonna
Yeah.
go away.
Like, go kill so and so, and I'm like,
Eh,
probably not.
Yeah, right.
I'm busy that day.
You know what? Actually, I'm a guest speaker at Crypticon in 3 months, and I can't be in jail.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He just can't.
I mean, you could be like X-rated when he recorded a whole album from prison. I mean, I guess you could do your Crypticon panel from prison just on your
You
smartphone.
could. Yeah, that might be
Yeah, I mean,
not a
depending
good
on,
look for you, sir.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. You
Christine
might look
says,
pretty good in that jumpsuit, bro.
I'd
I
never
am.
be good at being a cult leader. I can't even get my dog to obey. You're not wrong.
For sure.
Wait, me? About the jumpsuit?
I think Charles Manson's probably like the most prolific of cult leaders. What about what was the name? Applebottom? Applewhite?
What?
The dude who made you wear like Nike sneakers.
Who is that?
You don't remember him?
I don't know. No, I don't know a lot about cult
Oh, let me
leaders.
look him
I'm
up.
sorry.
Hold on.
Wait, was that the Hail Bop person?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all wearing like Nikes and like, was it like a purple blanket or something also? When
I'm
they
looking
were
it up
found?
right now. Hold on. Marshall
Nikes look-
Applewhite.
What
Okay.
did this guy do?
He was like
It was a Hail Bop cult.
Hail Bop cult. And they thought that when this
Comet.
Haley's Comet one? Haley's Comet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you had to be
Yeah,
wearing
okay.
like Nike Cortez sneakers.
Yeah, okay. I remember a little bit about that. I couldn't remember the dude's name though.
Kevin says
Yeah, me either.
tracksuits. I don't remember tracksuits. But yeah, he founded
I think it was Nikes and
Heaven's
tracksuits.
Gate. Heaven's Gate.
You put out that Heaven's Gate pin in your Zompire box. Like it was
You're
like the
goddamn right I
fourth
did.
box. There was a Heaven's Gate pin in there.
You're goddamn Skippy, I did.
You goddamn Skippy.
Goddamn.
That's funny. I haven't heard that in a while.
But
Damn,
how cool!
Skip
I
it.
mean, that's where I get kind of like crossed over, where I'm like, "What's your favorite serial killer?" Like, I know you can't have a favorite serial killer.
I mean, you
or, like,
can.
cult leader.
I mean, why?
Or like,
Why can't you?
I mean, I
That
guess
doesn't make you a bad person.
the shoes would give you
I've
the
got
ability
serial
to
killers
run and
tattooed
jump
all
onto
over
the
me, but
ship
I'm a
behind
great
you.
person.
The
That's true.
shoes would give you the ability to run and jump onto the ship behind the Comet.
So were they Air Jordans?
No, they were Nike Cortez.
Mm.
Which
Okay.
bums me out because I had a pair of those. They were pretty dope.
Are you bummed out because you had them and didn't join the cult, or are you bummed out because you were sporting the same thing as a cult?
No, I'm bummed out because they were cool shoes, and after the Haley's Comet thing all happened, they took them off the market.
Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't want to join the group. I just wanted to still be able to buy the shoes.
You didn't want to jump onto a spaceship with your magical shoes?
I mean, if it worked, sure.
I mean, when you put it that way, it sounds awesome. If some dude was like, "Do you want to jump onto a spaceship with magical shoes?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!"
How do you convince people that there's a spaceship?
Well, what is that
Comet
religion where they have magic underwear?
What?
Oh, that's isn't that Mormonism? Don't they have like
Yeah,
it's not magic. Yeah. It's just very underwear. Confining.
Magic, confining. David Copperfield was always confined, and he was considered a magician. So
I mean, because like that's like long underwear. It's very covering. It's
yeah,
like,
they're more like pants.
Yeah.
What did you say that religion was, Pat? Mormonism?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mormons have the really long underwear. The modesty.
Not really long underwear. There's magic underwear.
I don't know about that.
That's Mormon, and it's not magical.
I
Well, why the hell do they believe in those underwear then?
don't even
What
know
are
what you're
those
talking about.
underwears doing?
Enlighten me about the magical underwear, please.
Yeah,
I need to
and
know
talk
about
to a
magical
rock
underwear.
in a hat or something too.
Yeah, you gotta tell me about this. Yeah, they can't take the underwear off. They have to wear them at all times. I mean, sometimes you can see it through people's clothes, like when they're like bending their knee or something. You can see the line of like their long underwear under their slacks or whatever. Yeah,
Like the equivalent of a bikini line or something, but it's
all the way down to your
long
knee.
underwear.
Oh, they
Yeah.
can't take the underwear off. So you just wear the same underwear all the
I mean, I'm
time?
sure you shower and stuff.
You
So
wash them.
yeah, I don't know anything about Mormonism. Not very
Uh,
much at all.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
We're talking about religions and as if religions are cults.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
I guess it kind of fits the episode.
Have you
Doesn't it?
guys heard of the Ramtha's School of Enlightenment?
Ramtha, yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a Washington school.
that's towards Olympia and stuff. It's out in that
Kind
little
of where
area.
I live.
Yeah, it's out that
So
way. Yeah.
Ramtha School of Enlightenment is an American New Age spiritual sect near the city of Yelm, which is not far from where I live. The school was established in 1988 by J.Z. Knight, who claims to channel a 35,000-year-old being
Ramtha.
called Ramtha, the Enlightened One. The school's teachings are based on channeling sessions. Critics consider the organization to be a cult.
So I'm going to tell you this story. I can't remember her name. God damn it. So there's this 80s actress who's a part of that cult.
All right, let me find out.
She lived in Washington. She was part of that cult. Her boyfriend was this dude named Talon Free. And when I worked at Home Video Express in Lakewood, this chick and Talon Free would come in all the time. And fuck, what was her name? Every time she came in, she was a bitch. She was a horrible bitch. She was rude. She's
Oh,
one of those movie stars that you're like you wish you never met because you see him on the screen and like, oh,
they're just like, I fucking hate
you're
that diva.
awesome. Yeah, and then you see him in real life and you're like, you're a piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
She
I
was
know
a
something like that.
she was a piece of shit.
Wait,
And
are you talking
Talon
about
Free,
Linda Evans?
yes, fuck that bitch. Sorry, Linda Evans, if you're watching. So yeah, so Linda Evans was dating this dude named Talon Free. They were both part of the Ramtha cult, and they would come in all the time and rent movies. They would rent like 6 or 7 movies at a time, sometimes porn, sometimes just regular movies. Well, Linda
Like,
Evans, I can't remember the name of the movie, but there's this movie where this dude has Linda Evans bent like over his knee and he's just smacking her ass. When we saw them pull up into the driveway, we would run over to the VHS player and throw that movie in, and we had it stopped. We had it like prepped right for that spot. So every time Linda Evans walked into our store, she's getting smacked on the ass on like 15 different screens,
oh
like
my god.
every fucking time. And then she stopped
So for
coming
anyone
in
that
and just
doesn't know,
sending Talon Free in, and he was a dumbass. Like he would come in and rent like 6 or 7 pornos and then like return them like a month late, and we'd be like, dude, you owe us like this much money. And he's like, don't you know that I'm dating Linda Evans? I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you're dating, bro. You owe me this much money.
so
Oh my
for anyone
god.
that doesn't know, Linda Evans was a character on Dynasty. She was on The Love Boat, The Fall Guy, which I love The Fall Guy. The Rockford Files. So she was like pretty prominent in like the 80s,
Yeah, and she's a bitch.
and she's a bitch, and apparently is a Ramtha.
Yeah, she was
So
way
tell me about
into
this cult.
Ramtha.
The Ramtha cult?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me go. Hold on.
I
I
mean,
got you.
aren't we supposed to be talking about
In 1988, J.Z. Knight founded Ramtha School of Enlightenment, then called Ramtha School of Enlightenment, the American Gnostic School, on an 80-acre estate in Yelm, Washington. A division of Knight's company The school had around 80 staff members as of 2014. Hold on, let's go down to their teachings. The school teaches that human beings have the capacity to utilize their inner wisdom, focus their brains, and create their own reality. The school's curriculum is based on the channelings of by night of an entity called Ramtha, which is a 35,000-year-old deity or whatever. Although the school has been criticized for being a cult, Knight and her followers deny such claims, saying that the school is neither a religion nor a cult. But basically, this chick, J.K. Knight or whatever her name is, basically channels this 35,000-year-old deity.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
All
stupid.
right.
But it's
And
literally
still
like
running today. They're still like you can literally drive by in Yelm, or it's not really Yelm. It says Yelm on there, but it's actually not technically Yelm, I don't think. You can just drive by it. It's like hella gated off. Like you used to be able to see a lot more of it than you can now, but they've like, I think over the last few decades, like with the criticism and shit that Vlad was just talking about, people like went in and like vandalized the school and stuff. So they've got it a little more like segregated and blocked out than they used to, but you can still see it on a huge plot of land. And the people live there. Like Linda Evans and Taylor Free lived on that property.
Wow.
The one that's always gotten me was the Jim Jones Ghana thing, because I think you can even go to YouTube and find it, and there's actual audio recording of when they all drank the Flavor Aid. So everyone's like, "Oh, Killer Kool-Aid." That's not what it is.
No,
It
it's
was
Flavor Aid.
actually a company or a flavor called Flavor Aid, or a company called Flavor Aid.
Yeah, it's a generic
That he
Kool-Aid called
poisoned,
Flavor Aid.
and you can actually watch. It's like a 3-hour, or not watch it, but listen to it. It's like a 3-hour thing where they're like injecting it in people's mouths and babies' mouths, and you can actually hear people dying and shit. It's on YouTube. It's pretty fucked.
Wow.
But that wasn't there a story too. I don't know if either of you have heard it. But there was I forget what it was. They were like, maybe either like a news kind of people. They showed up, and then Jim Jones wouldn't let them leave. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't heard
News
that.
people leave?
Yeah, they
Are they
were part of
reporters or
the
journalists
New
or
York.
something?
Yeah, reporters from like the New York Times or something like that. And they showed up, and he wouldn't let them leave. And then like the next day, just fed everyone this like poison through Flavor Aid, and anyone that wouldn't drink it, they would force it down their throats.
Wow.
Yeah, that one is like the most fucked one, I think.
Yeah, Jim Jones was a pretty terrible man.
I'm on his Wikipedia right now, and there's just so much to read. Escape to Guyana, but like he was like wanted in the United States, and so he moved his cult to Ghana, and then got it was like thousands of people to go there, and he was like this religious dude or whatever. And then, like I said, like there was, I forget what had happened. It was like some people that were considered missing who were actually like volunteered to go there, but their families like put them out as missing. And like the New York Times or somebody like that flew like like 4 reporters down there. And when they went to go leave, because they saw everything that was how fucked up it was, when they went to go leave, he refused to let them leave. And it was like within a day or two, he started feeding all these people the Flavor Aid and like killing them off. And like I said, you can go to YouTube, and they have like the audio recording of all these people dying and shit. It's pretty fucked up. And if
who
you didn't
uploaded that?
if you didn't drink the Kool-Aid or the Flavor Aid, they would shoot you. I feel like there was a band, and I could be wrong, but I remember there being a band.
There's a Jim Jones and the something something.
Well, they used that sound clip of people dying like as an intro to one of their albums.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it was pretty fucked.
wow.
There was also I don't remember what band it was. I heard it was this band called Drop Dead, and this is a side note from what we're talking about, but where the singer recorded his vocals inside of a coffin, and I always thought that was kind of brutal.
Huh.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Different, unique,
Yeah, you know,
innovative.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
a different way to go about things.
I mean, I guess so.
Oh yeah, no.
So if you had to pick, and I don't want you to pick like who's your favorite, but what's your favorite cult to like research and talk about?
Oh
I mean,
God.
I guess so I guess they go kind of hand in hand, but I've always been a serial killer like enthusiast, not really a cult enthusiast. I mean, I guess someone could argue that if you're a
Oh,
fan of one, you should be a fan of both. But I've just never really, like, I spent most of my time, like, when it comes to like macabre or something, like either fictional horror movies or serial killers. I've never really dove into like the cult side of things. But I mean, so I guess I would have to be lame and say Charles Manson just because it's the guy I know the most about.
sure.
Like, I mean, Jim Jones is, I know a little bit about Jim Jones and what happened there. But, you know, I know a buddy of mine got kicked out of school for, on Halloween, his costume. He just put a pack of Flavor Aid in his pocket and said he was Jim Jones and he got sent home. So, I mean,
That's awesome, kind of.
yeah, it was such a really cool costume idea.
Oh
The
my
school
God.
didn't really like it.
No.
No, it
So
is
many
what it
people are
is.
offended.
Oh yeah, probably. I
Oh my
laughed.
God.
And it was cool because he actually used Flavor Aid and not Kool-Aid. So it was authentic.
It's a common
I get it.
misconception that
It
it's
wasn't
Kool-Aid.
it wasn't a Spirit ripoff. It was authentic. No offense, Russ.
Michelle.
I don't know shit.
She's like, I don't know any of these people.
What about you, Vlad?
I feel like for me it's definitely well, I feel like for me it's definitely like Jim Jones because like you have to get people to like relocate to a whole nother country. You have this like big plot of land. You know what I mean? Like I felt like his was the most uh extensive when it comes to that. Charles Manson, I understand like why, you know, because he's an American and happened in LA and all that. Like I get why people kind of like are drawn to it. But Jim Jones to me was like the most
Extreme.
prolific. Yeah, extreme,
Yeah.
prolific or whatever, you know, like he that went like that was above and beyond. I think it was something like close to 2,000 people.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And to convince people to kill yourself and to convince people on that scale, like that's
insane.
yeah, that's crazy. That's next level crazy. Using religion, because Charles Manson didn't use like Christianity or Catholicism or anything to, you know, he just took a bunch of hippies and was like, here, eat some acid, go kill this bitch. Jim Jones used like, you know, what would normally be considered, you know, a religion that is caring and, you know, all these things and convince them to kill themselves.
Can
The
you
fact
imagine
that
like
Applewhite did it so many years after the fact and you use the same mentality, yeah, he may have only had like 12 followers or 20 followers or whatever. But the fact that he was able to do that after people already knew about Jim Jones is kind of also crazy to me. Like we already know people can do this, you know what I mean? Like, and we're still gonna follow you. Osama bin Laden, that's another good
could you
point.
could you imagine what reach like Jim Jones and Manson would have if they were cult leaders during the era of social media. Like these
Oh
people,
wow.
Good Lord.
they got so many people under their wing without Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Could you imagine?
You
Yes,
guys
I
keep
can.
doing. Give me one.
I can.
Oh,
Oh,
where did that
what
just
happened?
go?
Wow.
Yeah,
Heard some-
that would be. I think he's like coughing or something. That would be in fucking insane. Because what Vlad just said, Jim Jones had like what he said like 2,000 followers. Could you? That would be triple, quadruple. That would
Oh, for
be
sure.
so many fucking people. If Jim Jones had like access to just even one social media platform. Like if fucking if he came out when MySpace was
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Just even that shitty ass
Yeah.
platform. I mean, I shouldn't
Yeah.
call it shitty. I liked MySpace. Bring back MySpace.
Yeah, it had like a song you could play whenever you go to your page. You could pick your song.
There was that meme like 10 years ago, probably not 10 years ago, when there was like, it was like some girl was like, I wish Facebook allowed you to like set your page so a song would play whenever somebody went to your wall. I was like, man, we finally hit a stage in life where people don't know what MySpace is.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my
There's
God.
yeah, I like
So
MySpace.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, that's how like all the political leaders right now are using social media to gain their cult
Here's
following.
here's the other thing about MySpace. Do you remember too? Like there was certain websites you can go to, and you would copy and paste the
The
what's
code.
the code, and you would have like this super emo background.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's how
Yeah.
you got the music on there too. You had to like copy paste codes and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it was like coding for beginners. Like
It really
literally,
was.
yeah.
And that's where it ended for me. That's
But there was like websites dedicated to like you would just go there and you would look at like, oh, it's falling hearts or whatever, or like
and you'd copy that code.
hearts with knives in them and shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
copy paste your new background.
Yep.
Bring
That's
back
one of my
MySpace.
favorite memes. Is what
I'm gonna
the
die
hell?
on that hill.
What was the name of the guy that like started MySpace? Because he
Oh,
was like
Tom.
always your
Tom.
first friend,
Tom.
And it was like Tom never gave up on us. He was always like he was always your first friend, you
Tom
know?
was always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was fucking Zuckerberg when you created your Facebook account? Fuck that guy. He was never my friend. Tom was my friend. Zuckerberg wasn't. Fuck,
No.
Right?
fuck you.
I always wish that I would like go back, like find my old MySpace, and like I know the pictures look like shit because they're like 8-bit or
It
whatever.
still
you know?
exists.
Does it?
Yeah, it's still out there.
It does.
Yeah. You can.
It's like
if
it's
you know
more
your
focused on like
password, you can
music.
get in.
There's no way on earth I even remember the email address attached to that. There's no way. But maybe I could look up my account and steal pictures.
Yeah, maybe. Unless it was like
Just screenshot them from your phone.
There are plenty of people and organizations that convince others to give up their hard-earned money to manipulation, brainwashing. Social media has definitely increased their reach.
oh yeah.
Sure, for sure.
But you know what's crazy is, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong because I can't think of any off the top of
You're
my head,
wrong.
but like we haven't really had like a cult mass murder or mass suicide thing in quite some time, right?
I think we're due.
Even with like the invention
Sorry.
of but even with the invention of social media, you know what I mean? Like you would think that that would be a much more broad.
Well, why don't we start a cult and see how many people follow us?
The Zompire cult.
I mean, we've got what, like 5 people watching right now.
I mean, we do
We're on
have
our
like,
way.
you know, a couple. We have a couple of regulars.
All right. Well, let's
Whoever's
all
watching right now,
this
please
year at
don't kill
Crypticon.
yourself. We don't.
We're
Yeah,
all
so
killing
that can
ourselves
happen.
this year at Crypticon.
Wait, what are you saying about Crypticon?
This year, all the Zompire people are killing themselves at Crypticon.
No.
Kevin
That's a
Haynes says he's
horrible
in.
idea.
Christine Courtney, she says this is a cult. She's in.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I got 3 people along
Let's
with
do
me.
it.
You guys got to join in.
What is our cult about?
Do not poison my root beer.
Yes.
Wait
Yeah.
a
What
minute.
are we gonna do in our cult? What's up? What's up, Facebook user?
We got to think about.
I feel like we should just gather once a week, maybe on a Monday.
Around 7?
Around 7? A good time. And just talk about
shit.
That sounds like a good beginner cult.
Yeah.
Cult 101.
Oh,
yeah.
Christine can't afford it.
Yeah.
Well, then you're not jumping onto the spaceship. Be you.
You're not getting on our comet, Christine.
Anne-Marie, what's up?
Anne-Marie, she's going to get on our spaceship.
Yeah. Hey, where are we going in our spaceship? Are we going to heaven?
But we no, fuck heaven. We're not gonna buy Nikes though. We're not gonna buy Nikes because Nikes are gross.
Michelle's the leader.
How about Adidas?
Yeah.
How about Vans?
You know how many
Vans are good too.
No, you've just been voted off the island.
Adidas are more comfortable.
They are.
Yeah.
But they're also more
expensive. When I think about Adidas, I think about the band Korn, and I just
don't
know if I want to.
I kind of do too.
The All Day I Dream About Sex Cult?
Yes.
Yeah.
The All Day I Dream About Sex Cult.
Yeah. The Adidas cult.
None of us are getting laid, so we might as well...
Well, you can speak for yourself. No. TMI.
TMI. You dynamite.
Oh shit! The AC/DC cult.
Now win the fight.
I just feel like Adidas as a cult is better than Vans as a cult.
Oh yeah, and those cool little Adidas rip-away pants are coming in style again, so we can wear those.
Ooh, boom. I need some of those.
Yeah, when we get on the plane or the spaceship, we rip our pants off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And have everybody's genitalia out in like zero gravity.
Zero gravity.
Did you guys see that video of the guy?
Oh, that's the name of our band, Zero Gravity Wieners. Yes, it's not a cult; it's a band. Yes, we have a band on the spaceship. It's called the Zero Gravity Wieners on our spaceship. Where are we going? Are we going to? Are we going to heaven?
No,
we're like Mars.
You can't be called Zero Gravity Wieners and go to heaven.
Oh, why not? There's wieners in heaven.
Angels don't have anatomy.
Oh,
haven't you ever seen Dogma?
Yes. God damn it.
Zero gravity fupa.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
It's just like a bag of fat that just flies above your stomach.
It probably looks okay though because no gravity.
Do you guys know the male version of a fupa? It's called a fubaka. Fat upper ball and cock area.
A Chewbacca?
No, fubaka.
A fubaka.
A fat upper ball and cock area.
That's so funny. Oh, we lost Michelle.
Oh my god.
Michelle.
What?
You need one of these?
I kind of do.
You just denied you.
Thank you.
That upper ball and cock area.
Oh my god. Do you have that?
A fubaka? Hell no. I would be the fat blob floating around. I don't know who Christine Courtney is, but I love her.
I love her too. She's my sister.
Anyway, what are we doing next week?
I don't know. We always say we'll talk about it after and we'll decide later, and we never do. So.
And then I don't talk to you guys till next Monday.
When I then you tell us what. Then you tell us like an hour before the podcast what it's going to be about.
So what are we doing?
Botched surgeries? I don't know.
I think Michelle just laid it down.
I do have a botched surgery story. You guys want to hear
Tusk
it?
You
is
have
a
a botched
botched surgery,
you have a botched wiener story that you've told several times.
right?
Oh, so if you guys have already heard it, then I'm not going to bother telling you again.
Well, maybe some other people haven't heard about the hot dog in the microwave too long.
Yeah.
I said that to somebody like yesterday or the day before, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "You know, when you get the little split in the end," and they're like, "Eh."
Did they really? That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
was
way to
like,
turn them
I
on,
didn't get like,
Vlad.
I didn't get like super into the story. I just kind of told the like basic outline of the story, and they were like, "What the
For
fuck are you
most people,
talking
that's
about?"
probably enough.
Yeah,
For
you know.
most, yeah.
For most.
And then there's us.
Our viewers probably could handle the most detailed version of it possible.
See,
Christine
Christine
wants
wants
to
to hear
hear it.
it. Christine hasn't heard it yet.
You know, one of my favorite stories, actually, Pat. Remember, Sock and the
I'll tell you later, Christine.
I do.
Sock and the cigarettes.
Mhm.
When we recorded the video for "Shit Happens When You Party Naked," and
Yeah.
I was in that video. There was a
Yes, you
point
were.
in the video where someone threw like what was supposed to be like a bag of cocaine on a
Like a
table,
fucking 10-pound bag of coke.
and I reached into it and I was like throwing it in my face and like going like this. Do you remember that?
That was a fun day.
That was a fun day.
That was a fun
What a lot of
that's
people
a
don't
fun
realize is we actually filmed 2 versions of that video, one
Yeah,
clothed
there's a
and one
naked version
naked.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
There's a
there is
naked version of that video out there.
I haven't seen the naked
I've never
version.
seen the final cut of the naked version either.
How do I find this?
I don't think it's plastered anywhere.
Oh.
Well, you can
So,
watch
It was the first music video my record label made, and the guy who actually did the production for us, we recorded 2 versions, like a clean version, but that wasn't clean either. And then there was the not clean version, which just involved nudity.
I'm gonna say the name this one time because I always try to like take the second part of the name out because it's offensive. But
Yeah. The band doesn't exist anymore, and the people in the band know now that
it wasn't meant to be offensive.
No, not
Like
at
the
all.
name of the band wasn't meant to be offensive. But if you go to YouTube and you type in Sock SOK and the Faggots, the song is called "Shit Happens When You Party Naked." You can watch that. I'm in it. Pat, you weren't in that video, were you?
I'm not in the video, but I was
Okay. But
there, and I mean my label produced it and put it out.
The
and did
lyrics
all the
are
fun things for
fucking
it.
hilarious. The lyrics are hilarious. But yeah, go to YouTube, type in SOK and the Faggots, and watch the video. It's fucking hilarious.
So yes, the dirty version is an extremely dirty version. Yes,
Yeah.
because
Everyone
Vlad didn't shower for like a week before that video was shot. So
everyone was butt naked in that video in the dirty
Ooh,
version.
and unshowered? Yuck.
Well, and the funny thing is there was like a green room, and I was going down on a girl in the green room, and Jason, actually the drummer from the band, came in and caught us. It was pretty funny. There's
good times.
There's
Good
vomit.
times.
There's cocaine.
I don't like vomit or cocaine.
There's
like those things.
It was actually, and I wore this Viking helmet, and Jason, the drummer, was dingleberries flew everywhere. The funny thing is every time he would go to hit one cymbal, instead of hitting the cymbal, he would crack me on the head with my Viking helmet, which I still have up
Nice.
there, and it has all these like ding marks in it from when he was cracking me in the head. It was a good time. It was a fun video.
If anybody's curious, that band, if anybody knows like who Gigi Allen is or follows Gigi Allen, that band was the Mentors. That band was like along the lines of Gigi Allen and the Mentors. It was the first band that my record label ever signed. They're just just a depraved. They were depraved, like Gigi Allen style punk band. from Tacoma. They played a lot of shows in Tacoma. They did get out. They did get out of Tacoma, but their name kind of held them back. And there was a period in time where they were thinking of changing their name to Bob and the Saggets instead. And I was like, that would be so good.
My favorite line was
up,
like, "I'll fuck your pussy till it's dry."
Oh God.
Yeah, they ended up breaking up just because Tacoma is not the right place wasn't the right place for I mean, like Sock was the lead singer and he would literally like play the shows like fucking hammered and wasted, and he'd puke on the stage, and half the time he would just leave the stage and not even finish the show. The band would have to like go grab him, but like, dude, you're still playing a song and he's fucking wasted. Like,
Oh my God.
it was a crazy time in Tacoma back then.
Wow.
Yeah, the mid 2000 or I guess that was actually the late. It was like 2010.
It was earlier than that. No, you're right. Yeah, it was probably about 2010 that they came out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 2011, because I started Splatterhouse Records in 2010, and I didn't sign anybody really for a while because I was still I just produced shows and stuff and then put out compilation albums. I didn't sign a band, and they were the first one that I actually like signed and put like money into and gave them money for recording and took them to the studio. They sounded really good live, or I mean on like recorded.
On vinyl.
They recorded from. No, we didn't do a vinyl for them. We just did CD. They didn't tour or nothing. They weren't gonna be able to push enough for vinyl.
The funny thing was too, the intro to that video was like these dudes wearing ski masks, running with money or some shit, and like dumping it in a trash can. And Sock was
that was Josh. That was Jason's brother.
Like
he was actually one of the original members of the band.
And then the end of the video was like Jason going by in a truck, spreading his ass cheeks or something like that.
God.
Yeah. Splatterhouse Records then turned into a psychobilly label instead of punk. We had a few punk bands after that, but my musical taste.
I know there's a lot of like, I don't know, negativity surrounding the band because of shit that happened, but like
oh yeah, I still get hate mail.
Well, no, I'm talking about fuck were they Hot Rod and
Romeos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck them. Dude, you know the band Neutral Boy?
Yeah.
I don't know them, but I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neutral Boy fucking went out and fucking tried to shut my label down, and fucking to this day, well, not to this day because it's been probably about 2 months, but to like last year, I still get hate mail from Neutral Boy from Sock. Like they hated that, and like there was a period in time where like they were going to come to Splatterhouse Records. They were like, "Oh, we love you, we love you, we love you. You're doing so much for the punk community." And then I signed Sock, and they were like, "Fuck you guys, you guys are." I was like, "Dude."
Well, there's I don't know if
get over yourselves.
Tim and Tara.
Yeah, Tim Hack.
Yeah. So I actually officiated their wedding, and Neutral Boy and Hot Rod and Romeos played their wedding.
Mm-hmm. You know, Hot Rod and Romeos played my wedding too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that Neutral Boy played with them, because Neutral Boy got mad at them for joining my label too. They're like, "You're gonna join that fucking hater label?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not a fucking hater. Like, I'm the nicest guy in the world. I don't fucking hate anybody." But they were hating on my label so much because I signed Sock. Just go over yourself.
Well, that's it for this week of the Zompire Horde podcast, or Zompire podcast. We're no longer a horde.
We're a cult.
We're just hordes. So we don't know what we're doing next week yet, right? We'll figure it out.
Correct. Oh, yep. Cowbell. Oh, where is it?
Why don't we do an episode on cult leaders? We haven't done that in a while.
We did an episode on cults. Now we did cult leaders. Speaking of cult leaders, Patio Furniture led a cult of slaughterhouse people.
That's true.
People?
Just saying.
Slaughterhouse people.
I don't know.
It wasn't Slaughterhouse. It was Splatterhouse.
Did I say Slaughterhouse?
You did. So many people do that. Oh, you're the owner of Slaughterhouse Records. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Any
Nope.
instructions for us
That
followers
label
until
doesn't
then?
exist.
Christine.
All airbase are belong to us. That's your instruction.
Well, until next time.
This week's episode is brought to you by Body Scare. All natural body care products so good, they're scary.
What's going on?